Hi viewers, and welcome to another episode of House and Home. It's always a pleasure having your company. Now, with the number of COVID cases which are increasing rapidly in PNG, we must abide by the preventive measures that are in place. Wear a mask at all times, and when you're coughing, cough into your elbows, and make sure to wash your hands at all times. All this will help stop the spread of coronavirus. Now let's go back to our lineup for tonight. Miriam caught up with Mr. Aravana from Yarori Agro-Technical School. Teresa from Last Corner Sales is back again with another quick stitch. We have life hacks, another color story for this week, and on cooking, Miriam prepares a chicken wrap and some home deco ideas. First up, we have a feature story from Yarori Agro-Technical School. Here's Miriam with the story.
Hello, and here we are at Yarawari Agro Technical Secondary School, and here I am joined by the agriculture teacher.
I'm Mr. Arawana, Richard Arawana. I have been teaching here for the last 14 years. And then I'm in charge of the livestock at the school. All the livestock projects, I'm in charge of it. And then we are currently looking after about 4 animals. And we have fish, okay, and then we have duck, goat, and broiler birds and chicken. Okay, so for the goats and the ducks, fish, we have not selling them yet. But for the broilers, yes, we are starting to selling them and then get some money for our department, our agriculture department at the school.
For your ducks, what is the main type of food that is offered to the ducks here on your farm?
Our ducks that we are looking after, Muscovy duck, they are hardy animals. They can feed with anything. But currently at the school, we are giving them the leftover rice from the mess, and then also miran. That's bought from the store and feed them. Yeah, that's for the duck.
Could you tell us more about your goats? As I see there's some goats here also on your farm.
Yes, our goats, Provincial DL, Central Provincial DL, donated 5 to us, 1 male and 4 female. So we managed to look after them, and then now we increased the number to 6. So we hope to have more in the future.
Thank you. Could you also share insights in regards to the type of fish that you have? What type of fish?
But yes, I think we have only 2 types of fish. Mainly we have the super tilapia, and then we have native tilapia also found there. So we have 3 fish ponds there. Fish pond 1 right there, fish pond 2, and then we have fish pond number 3 over there. So we are also trying to go into aquaculture here. So we might in the future raise prawns and all other aquatic animals as well. So we are now raising our goats for 1.5 years, and here we have the goats here, and then 3 of them currently they are pregnant, and then we have only 1 male. So the first female that was pregnant gave us 1 male goat. So now we have 2 male goats and 3 female goats. Okay, so we are expecting our baby kids in 2 months' time or so. So the pregnancy is up to 3-4 months. Okay, so they've already stayed 2 or 3 months already, and we have only 1 month left to have the babies.
So what do the goats feed on?
They are fed with grasses, mostly our grasses here, and nothing else, just with water. So our area is very small here, so they overgraze the grasses. So we are trying to extend out that way so they can graze on the other side too. So only grasses are fed to the goats.
Can you please share with us in regards to the broiler section here you have at the school, and how many chickens you have at the moment, and where you purchase your chickens from?
Thank you. Currently we have 200 chickens at the moment. This building can hold up to 400 beds. Okay, so most of our chickens are bought from Chemica and farm set sometimes, and sometimes from the street. So we are feeding them the feeds, chicken feeds, and we are selling our chicken at the age of up to 5 or 6 weeks. That's what we do. So we are looking after our chicken in the 2 or 3 weeks interval. So when our chickens are sold out, then with the others coming in to replace them and so on.
Who are the main customers of the chickens that you have here?
All right, we have mostly our local community here, the teachers and the Sogeri community. So they come here to buy our chicken. If we are looking after up to 100 birds, we always sell them in or within 10 days. So our chicken is highly demanding here at the Sogeri. They come here first, and then later they go to other sellers and so on. So yeah, most of our customers are, like I say, teachers and our community around here at Sogeri.
For our viewers, are they able to come and purchase the chickens during the week, or do you have like a schedule where the customers can come in? Is it during the week or on the weekends?
We open, that's a business, so it's from 7 to 4 or 5 o'clock. Otherwise, if you come during the weekend, we will still serve you because we need our chicken to go.
What is the price range for the chicken?
Sogeri price is 40 kina, so we are at 40 kina per bed.
Thank you, Miriam and Mr. Aravana, for that. Now, viewers, if you'd like to purchase a chicken, you can drive up to the school and purchase one for yourself. And also, all this earning will go to help the school. We'll go for a quick breather, and when we come back, we have more. Stay watching. Welcome back. Now, here's Teresa from Last Corner Sales with another sewing idea. Here it is.
Hi, I'm Teresa from Last Corner Sales. I'm back with you again on another quick stitch segment, and this time we're going to do a reversible placemat that you can use for your kitchen or dining tables. For this project, I will be using a plain fabric, patterned jumping fish fabric, and an interfacing. start by ironing my jumping fish material on my interfacing. And then once it's done and the jumping fish material sticks on the interfacing, then I can attach the plain material on the jumping fish fabric. To join these two pieces together, you can place the fabrics face in together with the interfacing. Then you can sew on the edges to close off the corners, leaving a space so that you'll use the space to flip the placemat right side out. So I've completed sewing all around the placemat. I left a small space here where I can use to flip the placemat right side out. So this is what I'm doing, just bringing out the right side of the placemat. This is what it should look like. Where the space is, you can just fold in your extra fabric. You can fold it in and then start sewing from this bit all around to close off the space as well as neaten the edges. So this is a simple placemat. You can also use any type of fabric you want. This does not necessarily have to be plain fabric. You can use whatever fabric you have available. So this is how you sew a basic placemat. Join me again next time on another quick stitch segment.
Thank you, Teresa, for that. Viewers, that was another simple idea on how you can make a placemat. We'll go for a quick breather, and when we come back, I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back. Now, if you just joined us, you're watching House and Home. This time on Color Story, we feature Julie Morris, who runs an insurance company from her home.
My name is Julie Morris. I come from three provinces. My dad's from Gulf Central and my mom's from Morobe. I started this business, J. Morris Enterprise, in 2019. But prior to that, I worked with two insurance companies. I started off as a receptionist with Pacific MMI Insurance. And from there, I moved up to being an underwriter for 5 years. And I wanted to switch roles in my career, so I moved on to Tower Insurance. As a claims officer, I started there. And then I moved on to become a senior claims executive with Tower Insurance. I stayed there for another 5 years, so total of 10 years in the industry. So I wanted to do something on my own. I resigned from work in 2019 and I was just at home. That time I was a single mom. Challenges of being a single mom was not so good. You've been through a lot, but that didn't push me off. I kept pursuing on. But then it was my dad's idea to use my skills to do insurance consultancy. So I knocked on my ex-employer's door, Tower Insurance, to ask them to become their agent. So they agreed to take me on board. So I signed up an agreement with them. I did that for almost 2 years. I started doing insurance consultancy referrals for clients to them. And it was good. It's amazing, pretty challenging during the pandemic where you receive negative response and all that. But this kept on motivating me to pursue on being driven and determined in my business. It's more like an entrepreneur mindset, like you wake up anytime you want to, but shifting from that mindset, I switch into a housewife role setting. You wake up at 8 and you do more like a mom role. Challenging, but I managed to get there somehow. I start my usual routine at 10 o'clock, responding to email after sorting out all the necessary household chores and all that, and then do client follow-ups and whatnot, negotiating quotes for the clients, and just a typical day at home being a mom. But you have to balance things out, work and home duties as well. J. Morris Enterprise Limited. J stands for my first name, and Morris is my surname. So it's like a combination of both my first name and my surname. So it was my dad's idea to put that name because it will carry weight on my family side, on my dad's side. So I chose to use that business name. The main focus of my business is more solely surrounding to insurance. I do insurance referrals on behalf of the client to the insurer, more like a broker, but I'm sort of representing the insurance companies. So I have two so far, which is Tower Insurance and New Guinea Assurance. So I refer clients to those preferred insurer that I am contracted to. Basically, I sell most of what Tower Insurance sell on the market. Motor vehicle, house, contents, medical, workers' compensation is ideal for employees, specifically for construction companies, those who have construction and civil engineering, business protection, and professional indemnity, plus many more. What Tower Insurance sells, I do market and sell them online on behalf of them to the clients. Insurance is a simpler way we'll define insurance is simply taking off, looking after clients' assets or financial capacity during a loss within the 12 months period. Say, for instance, if a client wants a motor vehicle insurance, and wishes to take a comprehensive insurance cover, it covers for the vehicle only. Say, for instance, a windscreen is damaged during an accident, then the insurer replaces the windscreen for free during the year, given that you pay the insurance premium from the start, and it's covered within 1 year or 12 months. So during that 1 year, when you have an accident, you hit a tree or hit a pedestrian or just accidentally drive off the road or your vehicle been stolen or anything that relates to accident, then the insurance cover for such damages or accidents. Yeah. I would like to thank my parents for being there for me during the time of me transitioning into my business, especially my dad and my mom. They've been really supportive. Not all single mothers go through this kind of experience that I'm going through, that provide the kind of love that and support that women going through what I'm going through. Thankful to God and my parents for being supportive over my business. Any SMEs or any individuals that want to connect with me or that may require insurance, they can contact me on the number showing on the screen, or reach me on LinkedIn, or give me a text message, or can phone me. I can be able to assist them. Yeah. My services are free for SMEs. I don't charge any consultancy fees, and I just provide after sale service. Yeah. Can be night or anytime during the day. More than happy to help. Yeah. Just my take to any single mothers or any women who are going through hurts and in their life that are looking down on themselves or not taking opportunities. I urge you to take up opportunities, seek opportunities wherever through people that you know. Don't look down on yourself. There's so many opportunities. Use your skills, God-given abilities inside of you to explore what's out there. Never give up. Keep pursuing and driven with whatever you have. If I can move on in my business and do something like this, nothing is impossible. You can do the same thing too.
Thank you, Julie Morris, for sharing your story with us. Viewers, if you're interested in a business, you can contact her on the details showing on your screen now. It's time for a breather. After the break, we join Miriam in the kitchen. Welcome back. Now up next we have cooking, and this time on cooking, Miriam shows us how to make a chicken wrap. Here it is.
Hello, welcome to another cooking segment with me here on House and Home. On this episode, I will be sharing with you how to prepare chicken wrap. Please note that you are more than welcome to use different types of vegetables as you wish in your wrap, but for this episode or this cooking segment, I will be using the following ingredients and the following vegetables. Here to my left, I have mayonnaise, capsicum, tomato, cucumber, and for our protein, I will be using chicken. And here to my right, our wrap is roti. As you would have watched in a previous episode, I had demonstrated how to prepare roti. Now I will go ahead with plating or preparing a chicken wrap for us. Now first up in preparing our chicken wrap is to apply your mayonnaise onto the wrap. As I will be using roti, so I will go ahead to apply mayonnaise onto our roti piece. I'll be using a spoon, but you can also use a butter knife. Not too much, just enough. You can use any type of mayonnaise according to your preference. But for ours, we are using whole egg mayonnaise, and you can have access to these different types of mayonnaise at the supermarkets here around the city. Just enough to cover the edges, all edges, sides of the roti, but not too much, as then it will then steal the attention away from the other ingredients or other fillings that are placed within the wrap. I will now proceed to add our chicken in the center, as the chicken, as they say, is the hero of our dish or of our wrap. So I will go ahead to place our chicken. The chicken has already been pre-cooked. It has been boiled. I used chicken breasts as it doesn't have any bones in it, because you wouldn't want to have bones within your mouth while you're munching away at your wrap. So it's better to use only the chicken breast. I would prefer chicken breast, yeah, but it's entirely up to you. I will then go ahead to put my cucumber. You can also use other vegetables, as I already mentioned, like avocado and etc. And you can also put lettuce. And please note that all of these vegetables were bought from the market here within Morocco. Yes, after I put in my cucumber, then I will put some capsicum. And our tomatoes. You can use cherry tomatoes if you like, but we chose the bigger one, so it's easier to place. Also, apart from chicken, you're more than welcome to use other forms of protein such as fish, mince, oxen palm, or if you're a vegetarian, you can just use vegetables in your wrap instead of using protein. So I've already done one wrap here. We're just doing the second one before we plate. Also, apart from the mayonnaise, you're more than welcome to also have your wrap with other forms of sauce just to top it off, such as tomato sauce, chili sauce, or barbecue sauce. And there we have it. Here is our chicken wrap, a quick and easy meal prepared under 10 minutes. You can either have it as a whole as this, in a whole wrap, or if you have children and you would like to make things much easier for them in bite sizes, you can cut them into 2 pieces like this. Or you could also have it this way. It's entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please join me next time here on our cooking segment on House and Home.
Thank you, Miriam, for sharing that recipe with us. Viewers, I'm sure you're looking forward to try that out for yourself. It's simple and affordable where you can buy it and try it out for yourself. We'll go for a quick breather, and when we come back, I'll see you outside where we do another home decor. Welcome back. Now up next we have home decor, and this time on home decor I'll be showing you some cement ideas that you can do to decorate your home in style. So the first one that we'll be doing is a flower vase. The second one is a door stopper. This idea is just by using cement. So let's get started. So the first craft that I'd like to show you is using a cloth and some cement. I have some cement here. So we're gonna pour the water inside. So I'm done with the cement mix. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put the cloth in. So using a plastic cup, I am going to put this on top of it. So I'm just going to spread it. the next craft that I'd like to show you is how to make a door stopper. So what you will need is a container, clear container, and some cement. So I've added it in. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add water, and I'm gonna mix this well, and then I'm gonna make the handle. So we're gonna pour the water inside. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put this in the handle. So once that's done, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to put this outside and let it dry for 24 hours. Hi everyone, welcome to Life Hacks. This time on Life Hacks, I'll be showing you some cleaning tips on how you can clean your kitchen using the things that you can find around you. Hack number one is cleaning the surface of your kitchen. Now, what you're gonna need for that is a citrus and salt. Now, salt you can find it at the shop near you, and citrus you can find it at the market. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix the both of them together and we're gonna clean the benches. So let's get started. You will need citrus. As you can see, I cut them in half, and salt and a sponge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to squeeze them onto the bench. Yeah. So I'm gonna sprinkle the salt. Okay, so using this, okay, so I'm gonna mix them together. I'm gonna mix them together and let the salt and the citrus work. So I'm gonna mix them together and leave it for a bit. So I'm gonna leave it for a bit, say about 2 to 3 minutes. Hack number two, how to clean the kitchen sink, especially the strong stains that can't go away. So what you will need rubbing alcohol and salt. If you have baking powder, you can use baking powder, but if you don't, you can just use salt. And we have citrus. We're gonna use citrus again. So you can use this method to remove stains in your kitchen sink, or you can use the same method in your laundry sink or your bathroom sink. This method worked, and It's the easiest that you can do at home. Okay, so let's start. What you're gonna do is we are going to spray the rubbing alcohol. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the salt. The same thing like the other one, but for this one, we added the rubbing alcohol. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some down here. So we're gonna squeeze one here. Okay, this one is for the basin. Okay, so we're gonna leave this for about 5 minutes and let it sit so the stain can go. So we'll just wait for about 5 minutes. Let this mixture remove the stains. Hack number 3 is cleaning burnt pots and pans using vinegar and salt. You can use baking soda if you have. If you don't, you can just use salt instead. Okay, so I'm going to add this hot water in. I'm gonna add, this is vinegar, so I'm gonna add 2. So you can boil it if you want. Otherwise, you can add hot water and 2 tablespoons of vinegar, and then just mix it so the vinegar will be mixed well with the water. Okay, so we'll just leave it for a bit. So I'm gonna pour this one in. Gonna add 1 cup of vinegar, another cup of vinegar. Okay, and then we're just gonna sprinkle the salt. Hack number 4, how you can make your own multi-purpose cleaner that you can use in your kitchen and on your benches, or in your home, I should say. So what we're gonna need is diced citrus. Okay, so we have vinegar, and we have alcohol rub in here, and we have a cup of warm water. This is something that you can do for yourself at home and use it in and around your home. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to throw the cuttings in here. Okay. And I'm gonna add a cup of water. So I'm gonna fill the water right up. Okay. Well, viewers, we've come to the end of this week's show. If you want to know more about this episode, feel free to message us on our Facebook page or Instagram page, or you can simply check EMTV online, or you can contact us on the details showing on your screen now. Viewers, as I mentioned earlier, we must abide by the preventative measures that are in place. Wear a mask at all times and cough into your elbows, and always wash your hands. All this will help stop the spread of coronavirus. And that's it from my team and I. But before we go, just letting you know that Mother's Day is just around the corner, so make the day special for your mother. Until then, pleasant viewing. Goodbye.